I hate to be the one to break it to you. It's Rizzo and Jeff, 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. Yes, we're back, but we're back with bad news.
Yeah.
We're back with really bad news. We're going to talk about it around 7:05 or so.
Is that how you want to start things off?
I had to just get it out of the way so we could do opening audio coming up. I don't know how I'm going to hold myself. Like it's going to be hard.
Where are you going to hold yourself? That's the question.
Well, here's the thing. I got an hour to think about it.
Okay.
But there is an iconic landmark where historical things happened.
Yeah.
Lots of history.
Yeah.
The world never seems so dark as it does this morning.
Well, it did then at the time when it was open and around, but
if you were there, it was dark.
Yeah, you better believe it. And it's the wildfires are going crazy, and this is out in California, and the world will not be the same.
Yeah.
If this thing goes up like a bonfire.
Well,
and that seems like it's in the path of
destruction.
Yeah,
it's in Santa Barbara.
Sure.
So all I'll say,
maybe it's for the better.
Listen, all we'll say is that if you know Santa Barb's, all right, Santa Barbara, California, all right, you might know. Just take a gander at the wildfires. Look what's in the path of totality.
Yeah.
Till then, we got a lot.
Yeah.
We got opening audio coming up. We got Danny Trejo fighting people at 80. We got porta-potties exploding. We got drive-by cheesings, the JNN.
Yeah, local shootings at an apartment complex.
Which, by the way, okay, we're going to talk about that around 7:45. If you live in Arden, could you please tell us what the heck is going on over there?
Yeah, it's the artisan, Biltmore, right?
Yeah, the artisan apartments. Okay, that's the second shooting in 3 weeks, and people are saying it's dangerous to live here. Who's running the joint? And I wouldn't pay rent.
If I'm driving home from work and I got to make sure I'm strapped,
you got a gat on your leg.
If I'm, I want to go hang by the pool.
You need a 9 milli.
Yeah, I want to go take out the trash and I need a AK-47.
Right.
Yeah.
It might not be the place for you.
Yeah.
So, listen, I want you to get ready to mourn, but before you mourn, I want you to have some fun. All right? Opening audio's next, but we're going to take care of some business before we tell you about this landmark that may be destroyed forever.
Yeah, which is the title of the song. So, what a pile of fun you have coming today, folks.
I've been off a week. You don't know what's coming.
Yeah, we know.
Would you fight Danny Trejo? You know who I'm talking about, right? That big muscular guy. He's been famous for 40 years. Danny Trejo, like that guy. What was it? Machete? It's 105.9 The Mountain. Asheville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show.
Well, he's like 80 now. Yeah, I'd take him on now.
You take him on now?
10 years ago, probably not. But
so it's 70 you wouldn't?
70 not. He's in his 80s now.
So he's feeble.
Well, you see what happens to folks in their 80s here.
Around 81, you start to take the tumbles.
Right.
Let's see. Let me look at Danny.
Fall off a bike.
Right.
Mumble through things. You know what happens when you hit your 80s.
So here's, you know what I'm looking at? He's very wrinkly. Right. And you know what? The muscles aren't there.
They're not there anymore.
No, look at him. Sam, look at this. This is not the Trejo that we know.
Yeah, the mustache doesn't scare me anymore.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. He used to be buff. Like when he did Machete Kills, that was he was buff.
Right, and he would come up to you, like I said, at 70, Danny Trejo, with the mustache, and you'd be afraid of him.
Yeah, even when he did Danny's Diary or Secret Sauce with Todd or Total Wrestling, I mean, you were scared.
Oh, now I would do all kinds of things to him. Poke him in the eyes. Give him a wedgie. He's 80. I could do anything to him at that point.
So you're saying you'd bully Danny Trejo. That's what you're saying. You'd bully him.
Pull the shirt over his head, slap him. Okay, you think about it.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Tickle him uncontrollably.
It's time for opening audio here on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. A fun, funny way to start your day on 105.9 The Mountain.
Give him a little tee.
Yeah. What are you going to do now, huh, Danny?
What are you going to
do? Tickle.
Well, apparently
where'd you put in your hand, bro? I can do what I want to you.
That's right. Yeah. Well, apparently somebody agreed with you.
Yeah?
Yeah. Apparently somebody agreed with you. Somebody said, let's pick on Danny Trejo. Now, Danny Trejo was riding in, I guess, what are those things called? What were they? El Caminos?
Yeah, okay, well,
was it an El Camino?
Couldn't set him up any worse, could they, for the parade?
Yeah, it was bad.
That's not a good look.
No, it's not a good look being 80 in an El Camino.
Ouch.
So anyway, Trejo is in an El Camino.
Is he hurting for a little cash? Are they sticking him in an El Camino? Right? But
well, wait a minute, dude. You get a nice one redone. Like, you could put they're like 40, 50 grand you put a Camino. It's not
so
like
he's in the back of the
he's
Camino.
He's not in a 71 Camino with like 600,000
Is this like a convertible,
miles.
or is he in the back of it during this parade?
I think he was in the back.
They got him set up like Kennedy here with this.
Just open for...
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so I guess somebody thought like you, let me bully this 80-year-old Danny Trejo, and they started water ballooning.
Well, who does that?
Okay.
That is a premeditated attack.
You think so?
Somebody was on the grassy knoll going for him.
You think that's a...
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. The people who did this, because I have the audio here in a moment. Do you believe that people sat at home and said, Danny Trejo's going to be on the back of an El Camino.
Right.
Let's fill up water balloons and throw them at Danny Trejo.
Okay, listen, you don't just make water balloons and have them sitting around just for the fun of it. Of course, they're designed, and then
with premeditation.
Total premeditation. They knew he was going to be there. And the assault happened.
Well, here's what Trejo said. Now, he was trying to sound tough about it. Like, he was like, but what he doesn't say is that he beat him up. He just said that he's tough because he laughed.
I'm so sad that I behaved the way I behaved. I'm so sad that grown men got to throw water balloons. I don't think I would have even got out of the car if somebody hadn't yelled, "It's acid." I immediately got out to look at the hood, and then when I got out of the car, I looked, boom, then a balloon hit me, and then I looked up and I see a guy. I don't know what in the hell is wrong with you.
Now,
wait, hold on.
They
screamed, it's acid?
Let's move. So Danny Trejo's in an El Camino.
What is this? What has Danny done to anybody? You holler at him, it's acid.
Maybe they hated machete kills. So he's in the back of an El Camino, and then they say it's a water balloon, and he wouldn't have even gotten out of the El Camino, but...
So when he grabbed me...
Hold on.
I immediately got out to look at the hood, and then when I got out of the car, I looked, boom, then a balloon hit me, and then I looked up and I see a guy. I don't know what in the hell is wrong with you. So when he grabbed me, I stepped back and I fell off the curb. I'm sad.
No, he's sad.
No, you got dropped.
Well, wait a minute.
I don't think I would have even got out of the car if somebody hadn't yelled, "It's acid."
Okay, first off, Danny, let's think
he's
this
falling
through.
off curb.
Let's think this through,
all right,
Danny. Okay.
All right.
Is acid going to work with a rubber water balloon? Okay, it wouldn't be in there.
He is 80. You can't have the argument that he's feeble, but then also say he's got to think the acid. Right?
Yeah. Well, how would acid work? Right?
Well,
it would burn through it. You couldn't even use it. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Let me look at his IMDb. Go. Okay, so all right, so we'll walk it through. So okay, if it was acid, okay.
Where the person should have went with this, okay, and this would have even been worse. You scream, "It's urine!" Okay. Now it's urine.
Now,
nobody wants to be hit.
on Trejo.
Nobody wants to be hit with urine. So you scream, "It's urine," and you win. But Trejo, at 81, gets out, gets dropped, gets water ballooned in the face, gets dropped. He's in the back of an El Camino. What are they paying him for the parade appearance? What? 25 hunch?
No, 25 Fozzie.
It's over now.
25, but you're right.
Your career is finished, okay?
Machete was in 2006.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. Sorry, Danny.
It's time for opening audio here on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. A fun, funny way to start your day on 105.9 The Mountain.
Well, maybe they could have done this. At least this didn't happen to Danny Trejo. So let's say what is your biggest fear?
Porta-potty. Being pushed over inside of a porta-potty. I rarely use them unless
for fear of.
Exactly. So if I pay attention to my surroundings when I go in. Yeah.
So what I guess happened was a group of buds decided that they would play a little tricky do. Now what they did was they put fireworks along the outside of the porta potty. What they neglected to account for is the power of the fireworks. So you're going to hear an exploding porta-potty, but you have to know that there's somebody inside. Okay, and I want you to know, just think about this being you.
What could be worse?
Trejo NP and balloons or oh, and you hear it too. You hear it. You hear it. You hear the squishing.
Oh man. Oh.
I
do not want to be covered in blue urinal cakes. I'll tell you what, stick me in the back of that El Camino and yell it's urine all day. It's urine, baby.
No sleep till. The Rizzo and Jeff Show. One is older and wiser. The other's life fell to pieces and his fiance is out of glue. Yeah, you get what you get. Here's to hoping we made the right decision. Weekdays, 6 to 10 a.m.
It's a run by cheesing. At least that's what Robin Williams would have said if it happened to him on 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Jeff, this is something that only happens in the land of the large.
Yeah, when you head to Wisconsin, if you've decided, look, health.
I want to be a Wisconsin guy.
Right. I'm tired of being forced to have to be healthy and all kinds of stuff. You head to Wisconsin, okay?
You do.
Everything is, everything's cheese. What's the burger there? The Juicy Lucy.
That's right. There's a restaurant. Lucy. What's it called? Culver's or something like that?
Where they stick the cheese inside of the burger, so you get yourself a Juicy Lucy. You wash it down with some curds, and then it's just beer. Everything's beer in Wisconsin.
But
Lots of beer.
It's beer. It's cheese.
It's gluttonous.
It is.
Yeah.
It is gluttonous. So, listen, we all know it's the cheese capital of the world, but I want you to think about what you would do in the event that you were part of a drive-by cheesing. Now, speaking of, this was reported on the news. Now, I'm going to play you a clip from the news, but see, they thought they were being punny.
I know.
And this is what I hate when they do this.
Yeah. Look, we like our news folks, right? We have Malachi.
Yes. Yeah, we love Malachi. He's one of our buds.
Malachi, a friend in our head. Not sure if he actually likes us, but we'll force him to. But news got fine. But then when you just look for the opportunity to do that, this is why going to school, I never wanted to get in to the television world of like news and stuff. Because who's writing this? Who comes up with this? Who thinks these puns are funny? You got to decide, okay?
Well, how about this? I actually think it would be good had they maybe shifted the focus. You'll hear what I'm saying. Here you go.
Police in Eau Claire say they responded to the most Wisconsin complaint ever. On Monday night, officers checked out a report of someone chasing a driver down and throwing cheese at their car. Police called the complaint not Gouda, and it's unbelievable that someone would do that. The department ended the post by writing, "Throwing cheese is not your best look, Eau Claire." No, that's not cheesy at all.
Wow, that hurt.
That was bad. That was 18 seconds. That was like Brie, Gouda.
It was like a hemorrhoid. I got to tell you.
You're right. That's like a preparation age kind of watch.
That's the ointment, not the gel. I mean, that is some rough stuff.
That's like the tie off the balloon kind.
See, but why doesn't he just say, "I'm not doing this"? And he sounded to me like an elder statesman of the news.
He did. You know what he did?
He did.
He sounded like a Charlie Gibson.
Yeah. What is he, like 80 hanging up news guy? Yeah. It's like you're still hanging on because
you're only doing the 6 o'clock news because you're 106.
Right. And you get a rush.
You love making earpieces.
Yeah. You get a rush when they sign you up to do the opening of a supermarket, and everybody wheels up and limps up to get your autograph.
You love the Kiwanis Club and doing elder bingo. You love hanging out at the community center.
Yeah.
The ACC, Asheville Community Center, and you like to shower there and play tennis. But here's the thing, man. There are some times, and this happens to us in this business, where sometimes you just got to put your foot down, and you just have to say no.
Yeah,
I'm not doing this cheese story. This is television.
I kind of felt bad there for a second because as you were going through all the things that 80-year-olds do, it's like half the stuff that I do. Bingo, community centers.
ACC.
Oh, boy.
It's your day?
That hurts. Yeah.
More Rizzo and Jeff coming up after a quick break on Asheville's classic rock station. Time for the world famous, never imitated, never duplicated, and barely making it. The JNN Jeff News Network is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
So, did you ever wonder to yourself what NFL cheerleaders make? Okay.
I have.
All right. So, of course, if you're the Dallas Cowboy
I was
cheerleaders,
just going to say.
They are the most paid, okay? Not a bad gig for what they get. They average out to about $75,000 a year.
And
right?
that's what, 16 weeks a year or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Because they never get past the first round of the playoffs.
Right. So do the cheerleaders, they probably don't travel, do they, with the team? I don't know.
That's it.
Like, do they go?
I'm trying to
Maybe
think.
They do.
Hold on. So, because I'm an Eagles season ticket holder, I actually believe that they do travel, like, with the team. Yes. You know why? Yes, because when I went and saw, like, the Giants cheerleaders travel.
Okay.
So, yeah, they travel.
Well,
but,
the Cowboys, and surprisingly, the Carolina Panthers cheerleaders are paid more than most NFL teams.
The Panthers?
The Panthers. They're called the Carolina Top Cats. So they're paid around the same. So the Cowboys, Panthers. Other than that, the NFL cheerleader average per year is only $22,500. So the Cowboys, and for some reason the Panthers. Yeah.
There's some money down there in Carolina. Well, listen, they got to spend it on something because the team's not going anywhere.
Well, they're fixing up the stadium a little bit, so we'll see. They're in a rebuild. Let them rebuild.
Well, they're going to be rebuilding a little bit.
Right.
I mean, listen, I'm trying to think about, what team would I think would make the... You know what? We were just talking about it. What do you think a Green Bay Packer cheerleader?
Do they have any?
Yeah, they do.
Do they really?
They do.
What a miserable place to live and have to be a cheerleader.
Just
at.
Listen, I know we got to get to the next story. Just give that a Google. I'm pulling to work. Give that a quick Google.
Everybody on the cheerleading squad is a base. Google that.
The most trusted source for useless information.
Who is your source? I need to know your source.
The JNN Jeff News Network is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
All right, so Kevin Bacon,
He loves being Kevin Bacon?
Is he a take him or leave him guy?
You know what? I never understood the 6 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon. Everyone related to him in some way. He really annoys me. He does.
Yeah. So he did a test. He did a thing where he went undercover. Okay, just to go into public and do normal things like a normal person that's not a celebrity would do.
Is he such a celebrity that the world stops with Kevin Bacon going into the Ingles?
He said, I have a face that's pretty recognizable.
Oh, God.
So, so he went in a bit of a disguise and he did like a test. I guess it was a prosthetic disguise. Okay, we have to disguise him off that much, I guess.
With prosthetics?
So he wanted to do a test. So he went out and he realized what it was like. Nobody came up to him and said hello. People were pushing past him. They were not being nice.
Isn't that what he wanted?
He said nobody said I love you to him. He had to wait in line. I don't know. He had to buy
be a regular guy.
He was like, this sucks. He said, I want to go back to being famous.
Oh, so this sucks. He wants to go back to being famous.
So when he goes to get a cup of Joe, he wants you to say, I love you, Kevin Bacon. So how many people walk up to Kevin Bacon and say, oh, I love you? What do you love about Kevin Bacon?
Wait a minute. So that was his biggest complaint is that people didn't say, I love you?
Yes, that's what he said.
He needs to be loved.
Nobody recognized me. People were kind of pushing past me, not being nice. Nobody said, I love you. What are you,
okay,
what are you,
I'll tell
Barney?
You what, I'll give...
What are you, Barney? Who needs to hear I love you every day from random people?
Tom Joyner.
Tom Joyner? I don't want...
That's Barney.
Oh, okay.
Tom Joyner's the guy who played Barney.
Oh, well, look.
Got in a little trouble.
I don't want to hear "I love you" all the time. Like if I go get coffee, if if
we get recognized from time to time.
Well, nobody like facially recognizes it. Sometimes when they hear us talk, they go, "Oh, okay, now I can match it." My Lyft driver last. But it's like, I don't need him to say, "Oh, Jeff, that JNN, it's so awesome. I love you." Well, thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, baby Bob.
Yeah.
It's time for wait, no, it's not really. I mean, who would?
Can you put the news back on?
The JNN.
This is the news.
The Jeff News Network. A wealth of useful and mostly useless information.
All right, so Haley Welch, who is the Hawk Tuah girl, okay?
I know. Can we get over it?
Yeah, so she is, they say, in striking distance of landing a TV deal. So producers want to base a reality TV show around her life.
Okay, is she that interesting because she said one semi-inappropriate ha-ha funny thing? Like, is that what we're doing now? Is she that interesting?
I don't know. I mean, she's out on a farm. If you listen to her talk, she was talking about her paw, and things like that. So maybe there's something there.
You know what I imagine that to be? Because she's definitely hotter than Honey Boo Boo. And
you think?
She's definitely hotter than Mama June.
Right. She said she's not doing an OnlyFans.
See, that is the one thing
right
that would make her a millionaire overnight. But I get it because people would be curious based on what she said. I will say this, though. She's hotter than Mama June.
Yeah.
Not the time.
Listen, I don't think she's at the OnlyFans point yet. I think we've reached the point where Mama June is. And Mama June spent the money on the crack cocaine, and now it's time, Mama June.
Mama June goes to OnlyFans.
Oh, she's a top 1%er if she does.
I'm subscribed.
Oh, you'd watch it. You'd watch it.
Yes, I would.
From deep in the middle of the mountains to downtown Asheville and everywhere in between, the Rizzo and Jeff Show is there for you. Just don't ask us to borrow money, please. The Rizzo and Jeff Show on 105.9 The Mountain.
The world never seems so dark. It's 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff Show. And an iconic landmark might be no more.
Yeah.
Jeff, the California wildfires, they're raging.
Yeah. Look, what did I see? There was a record in Vegas over the weekend, 120 degrees, and then you get out to California.
Death Valley is bad.
Oh, you have
droughts.
those wildfires. And they always seem to hit, like, the really high-end areas, like the Oprah, the Ellen.
Yeah.
Those kind of things where, there's a lot of concern about, their palaces burning down. Yeah.
And you know what? It's been a while, and I'd like to say hi, see how he's doing. We got our friend, I think, Johnny on the phone. Johnny, what's up, my friend?
Yeah, what's going on, you bunch of pencils?
How you doing?
Man, long time no talk.
I know.
Did you miss us? Did you feel like an empty, hole in your heart every morning?
Well, yeah, kind of, I guess. It's like when you go take your constitutional, you kind of feel like that, right?
Right. Yeah.
Hey, listen. I got something I got a little irritated about over the weekend.
Oh,
okay?
Go ahead. Tell us. What do you got?
Okay, so when you go in some places now and you're buying something, don't matter if it's a sub or you go to a big box store and getting ready to pay it, and it says, round up. Round it up. You want to round it up?
Yeah, we call that the pressure pad.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm like, it's not no pressure for me, but what I'm saying is, man, it's just gotten a little ridiculous. Me and the Queen was talking about it, and they're like, so who's in charge of that money, round up money? Is it some little feller back in a corner that his job is Mr. Roundup?
What do you think?
Is that what
you think they're skimping?
What do you think? They got an elf in the corner that's just rounding things up?
Counting pennies?
Yeah.
Somebody counting shekels?
Well, listen, man, he's probably getting paid $100,000 to round it up. But I'm wondering what they do with that money. Really, 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 really.
Well,
It's probably a write-off.
Well,
the company.
See, I don't know what story you're talking about. Don't say it on the air, but I'll say this. I do know some, like bigger chains, they put all the money towards it, but there are some who say a portion goes to charity X. So when it says a portion goes to, that means they keep some of it, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, a portion goes to Ronald McDonald, and then,
Ronnie
Mick gets some, and then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I give my fair share to the charitable places that need it. You know what I'm saying? I do. But it's just getting a little ridiculous when you go in and sit down at a restaurant now, and they've already stuck at 20-something gratuity on there with 4 adults and 4 kids.
And the kitchen fees.
Didn't get nothing but a pack of crayons.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, and listen, Johnny, you know what? This is what I do want to say. There might be another charitable cause that you're going to be donating to, like that we're going to talk about coming up after this, because we got big news coming.
Yeah, a major landmark is in the crosshairs of the wildfires in California. So if you got some extra shekels that you'd like to donate, this could be the one. Okay.
Well, I figured that Whoopi was trying to get a new hairdo and just needing some extra cash for a hairdo to get away from the predator do.
I'll tell you what, the Whoopi hairdo would be news on this show, but it's not the Whoopi hairdo.
Whoopi does her hair.
John.
Listen, boys, Monday morning, going back to work, I was off 4 days for a long weekend. I got out there with no sunscreen on, got me a little burn going. So I feel pretty good. So you got to give me a little, you know what.
All right. I tell you what, we got it coming up at this hour, okay? We appreciate your call. We miss you, man. We thank you for calling. We have to, we got to get to it because this bad news, we can't hold off much longer, Jeff. It's getting pretty tough.
It's going to be cleansing for us,
Well,
it'll be cleansing.
Maybe for others, but this is sad. It's sad.
All right, we'll talk about it.
There once was a magical place, a very, very magical place. It's still standing as of right now. It's 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff show, but Jeff, it might not be standing much longer.
No. Wildfires are,
they're raging.
They're raging in California. And in the crosshairs of these wildfires are an iconic landmark that I think if it becomes ashes, it's there will be a lot of hurt and pain for everybody all over the world. And,
I agree with that.
And that place that we're talking about, the iconic, the whimsical.
Oftentimes, this got zoos. It's got wishing
Ferris
trees,
wheels, carousels,
donkeys,
pirate ship.
a slide,
super slide, roller coaster, bumper cars,
an
amusement arcade, secret rooms,
propofol, Dr. Conrad Murray.
Yep, caves for slap and tickle. Neverland Ranch is in the crosshairs of the wildfire. Michael Jackson's iconic home. Where lots of slumber parties happened with Boy Scouts, and it's it's in the crosshairs. And they're trying to stop it, but they're having a tough time.
And listen, all right, I'm going to play for you the news report. All right, I want you to try to just kind of, as you're driving, not drive off the road. If you have to pull over, I understand. All right, we have tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park. All right, 828-240-1059. Text us, Facebook us, give us a call if you'd like. Because after this, I want you to think, what are we going to lose if we lose Neverland Ranch?
Yeah.
What are some things that are in Neverland Ranch? Some bathing suits, some Milky, like what would be in Neverland Ranch that we will lose?
Yeah, like your eulogy to Neverland Ranch if it goes.
Right. So this is the news report that really has us hurt this morning.
Red flag conditions also driving the lake fire burning near Zaca Lake in Santa Barbara County. Since it began Friday, it's exploded into more than 16,000 acres with 0% containment. Right now, the focus is on protecting lives and properties in the largely rural area. Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch among the properties in the path of those flames.
Now, just so you know, these fires are raging, and again,
Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch among the properties in the path of those flames.
It's in the path of total destruction, and if it's not stopped, we're going to lose Neverland Ranch.
Yeah, I mean, we never were able to go.
No, I've never been invited.
Well, a
little too old.
They were too old to
hang out.
Be having sleepovers, to hang out there.
Yeah.
We're past the age of drinking sip-ups, but
we are.
Yeah, I mean, it could burn to the ground, and that could be it.
I pulled up some of the things that were at Neverland Ranch.
Okay, what could we be losing from Michael Jackson?
Just to give you guys an example. So there is 13 wishing wells.
13 wishing wells.
Okay.
Why the hell does it need 13?
I don't know, but there are 13 wishing wells. Uh-huh. There is a fishing pond with Peter Pan.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Uh-huh. We have Ferris wheel.
All right. Yeah, the iconic Ferris wheel. We
have a wooden roller coaster.
Do you get into the Ferris wheel and then out of nowhere it just seems to stop at the top?
It stops at the top for like an hour. Time. Uh-huh. All right. There's a little wooden roller coaster.
Uh-huh.
There is by the way, it says it here, a all property along choo-choo.
Okay.
So there's a choo-choo.
Yeah, who was the conductor of that train?
Well, the guy, and of course, among with these wishing wells, there are 9 tree houses.
Mm-hmm. 9.
Nine.
9 up in those redwoods.
9 tree houses up there in Santa Barbara.
Okay.
And one of them, is
what? It's the wishing tree.
It's the wishing tree. And think about the loss here, guys.
Show you my wishing tree. Jam on, where we can laugh and giggle and scream. Imagination is the key. Won't you imagine along with me? We can be spacemen or pirates on the sea.
13 cotton candy machines.
Sweet treats.
Everything. Up in my wishing tree.
Also, we have popcorn machines. You love popcorn,
I do.
Jeff. You love popcorn.
I really do like popcorn, and I would love for him to, be there and feed me popcorn. Yeah.
Make you some.
Yeah.
Some of the other things at Neverland Ranch, also all of the characters of Peter Pan, including the Lost Boys hiding in trees.
Mm-hmm.
All
lots
right.
of boys hiding in trees there.
Okay, lots of trees there. And, of course, we have silk sheets.
Oh, fancy. He's a fancy guy, huh?
With shrubs.
Uh-huh.
And, of course, there's always fresh fruit from the Neverland Ranch imaginary orange grove.
Succulent. Yeah. I got to tell you.
Listen.
And copious amounts of closets filled with nothing but Oshkosh B Gosh clothing. Just,
in Home Alone. 828-240-1059. You want Silky Mountain Water Park? What are we losing?
Yeah.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show. One loves Frasier, and the other's still into wrestling. Who's who? Find out more interesting tidbits about them every morning, right here on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. Jeff, we're talking about this ridiculousness that's going on at the Artisan Apartments in Arden at Biltmore Park. But Grandma Emma, she had an accident over the holiday, Jeff?
Yeah, how'd you break that toe, Grandma Emma?
Well, bathroom trip, middle of the night, eyes closed. So, and my fireplace didn't move a bit.
Really? You walked into the fireplace and everything?
Yeah.
That's
70 years old, middle of the night, yeah.
Hey, listen, man, it happens to the best of us. What do you think about this apartment complex? If you lived there, man, would you be paying rent?
Well, first of all, I live in Haywood County, and there's gunfire all the time because everybody shoots their shotguns.
Well, that
doesn't affect me.
Yeah, but people are bringing their gats, Grandma Emma.
Well, for one thing, everybody in Buncombe County is moving to Haywood County because the rent's cheaper anyhow. So there you go. Well,
you know what, Grandma? It's good to talk to you, and we missed you so much, and thanks for checking in, okay?
Thanks.
Get
Bye-bye.
get that toe better. Now, I appreciate it. Now, hello, we have
we have somebody who lives there now at the Artisan at Biltmore.
Okay, hello, go ahead.
Hi, good morning.
So, obviously, you pay a decent amount of money to live there. Good morning. What's going on?
That's a great question. In like the past year, the place has gone completely bananas. We've had 3 shootings since January. It's unreal.
Is it drugs? Like, are they? I mean, I wouldn't think Arden would be a place to have like a bunch of drugs. Like, is that what it is?
I wouldn't say it's drugs. I would say it's more. I don't know how to explain it. Just like crappy people.
Really?
Okay.
Because, like, we've had teenagers like try to steal cars out of the parking lot that live there.
Really?
So is it like, are you scared every time that you go home? Like, do you watch your back? Like, if you're walking down the trail, they have a trail there, don't they?
Yes, I carry a taser and mace, and I have a 9 that I carry with me just because it doesn't feel safe. It feels uncomfortable.
I'm not laughing, but I mean, you should, for the amount of, I mean, it's like $1,600 for 1 bedroom. I get there's a pool. You should feel safe. You shouldn't have to carry a 9 and a taser to go home. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, are they saying anything to you? Or are you allowed to? Are you allowed to, like, I don't know, like, are you getting a discount on rent?
Like, what are the emails coming from the community manager? What do they say?
So they don't give us anything because of it. And in fact, the last time we had a shooting, the Father's Day shooting.
Yeah.
They sent us an email and they were like, "Oh, we're so sorry for any inconvenience, but it's no threat to you. You guys are fine." And then here we are 3 weeks later with another shooting, and it's like, and they won't let us cancel our rent.
Oh.
So if we want to move out because we feel unsafe, they're like, "Oh, well, you have to give us 60 days notice, and then you have to pay 2 months on top of."
Whoa, so wait a minute. You got so theoretically, if you wanted to leave today, you'd owe them 4 months rent at like $2,000 a month if you have a 2-bedroom apartment.
Precisely.
Wow.
Okay, so it's $8,000. So they're not working. Wow. Okay. I mean, do you plan on leaving? I don't know how long you've been there. I mean, it was a nice community from what I read. I mean, my Aunt Linda's been here for 30 years. She loved it there.
Yeah, that's the whole reason we moved there is because, like, I work with 4 people that live there, and I was like, oh, I want to live here because I go and visit them, and I'm like, this is a great community. And now in the past 8 months, it's gone to heck. So we're leaving in 2 months. We gave them our 60 days notice. We cleared out our savings. We're like, no, we don't want to live here.
Wait, yeah, but you shouldn't have to do that. And you have to pay, like, 2 months to get out?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what? Do me a favor. I don't know if you have kids. Hang on for just 1 second. We want to qualify you for those Silky Mountain Water Park tickets, okay? Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, hang on. Thank you. That's ridiculous. Absolutely. 1059 The Mountain. Hello.
Hey, good morning. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Good. Is Biltmore Park the facility with, like, the movie theaters and the REI and all the restaurants?
No, that's Biltmore Village. Biltmore Park, this is in Arden.
Yeah, this is the apartment complex. It's called the Artisan.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking about the place with the other thing. I was like, why would anyone move there to begin with?
Well,
anyway, sorry about that.
No, hey,
that's
listen.
okay. We love it over there, by the way.
Yeah,
we go to Leo's. We eat at Leo's over there. Yeah,
it's a good spot.
Yeah.
So, hey, listen, hey, listen, I appreciate you weighing in this morning. Thank you very much. Listen, a lot of stuff to talk about here, and a lot of information. Jeff and I are going to kind of go through it real quick with you. I don't know the ins and outs, but the fact that we have a woman who has children who has emptied her savings to leave, I feel like is unfair.
Yeah, well, they said, this is 3 weeks ago. We talked about it on the JNN, the hard-hitting news.
Hard-hitting news.
This just happened. So this was last night around 7:30 p.m. They said a woman had been shot. When police arrived, they found her at the Artisan at Biltmore Park. They found her with a gunshot wound lying on the ground. She was transported to the hospital. They said that she was alive and out of surgery. A time later, they don't know her exact condition. So they found the suspect dead inside the apartment, self-inflicted gunshot wound. I mean, all these kind of... When you go home... Okay?
Yeah.
You don't want to hear quotes like there was blood all over the front, I guess where he had maybe shot her through the door, maybe opened the door. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear the phrase there's just a big puddle of blood when I'm going home. Something's going on here. Do we not have some kind of what is happening?
I mean, we spoke to one woman who is currently living there, and this, I guess, woman said they emptied their savings account
to get out.
To get out. So that means, and what she said was, I guess she needs 60 days notice and 2 months rent. So if you think about it, let's just call it $2,000 because whatever. If it's a 2-bedroom apartment, she's got kids, probably a little more. But let's just say $2,000. That's $8,000.
Well,
to get out where people are shooting people.
Father's Day, right? June 16th, there was a man that was killed. Also in April, a juvenile was found shot in the legs at the apartment. I don't know why.
What is happening?
If you want to get out of there, they should be letting you out. That is not safe at all.
I feel with the publicity or something.
Lawyer up.
Yeah, I mean, especially, the woman that we talked to. I mean, I don't know. If there are people who live there, who have lived there, who are familiar with that area. The woman who called, she said, listen, I loved it there. Our friends are there. We have a lot of people we know who live there. There's a pool. I mean, I'm looking at the amenities. I mean, it looks really nice. It is not cheap to live there. It is in Arden. I just don't understand why we are shooting people. And I asked her, is it drugs? She goes, I don't think it's drugs. I think it's kids. But it's like, who's trying to gangbang in Arden? Like, well, where is that the headquarters for being a gangster now?
The Artisan at Biltmore Park is proud to welcome you to their exclusive apartment homes in Arden, North Carolina. Do you like pools of blood? Well, we have those along with a pool as well.
Credit scores of 3 and above. Accepted.
Yeah, that's it.
Come on in.
No credit score? No problem.
Got a gun? Come on in.
We get it. The Rizzo and Jeff Show's new. So time to teach us. Time to sound off. What do we need to know? Call us now. 240-1059. Let's see how this goes.
It is the Rizzo and Jeff Show, 105.9 The Mountain. Oh, thank you. Asheville's Classic Rock Station. Appreciate everybody. Thank you. Appreciate it. A lot of reaction, a lot of calls, a lot of text messages coming in about the people that are living at the Artisan Apartments in Arden. And, that mother who called, she's got kids, Jeff, and, they have to drain their savings to leave. So hopefully something can get worked out for them. Because that's
horrible.
It's hard. It's hard to be a parent. It's expensive to be a parent. It's awful.
Well, look, if I'm them at Artisan, I would, if you want to start having a little good faith here, maybe you got a woman, hardworking woman with kids who. Her kids are going into, a war zone.
Yeah,
she
carries a gun.
Yeah, they can't even play outside, which is terrible. Maybe that you shouldn't have this poor woman draining her savings. Think about how bad it is to live there, that you want to get out so bad that you take every last penny that you have to get out and exit and to be gone. And it's terrible that they're forcing her to do that, honestly.
Yeah, we definitely. So thank you for all the calls. Thank you for all the text messages. And I can relate because for those of you who don't know, over the 4th of July holiday, I went all the way back up to the beautiful Western New York region. Great place. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I got the Bambine.
Yeah, you got the kid. You got your boy. So if you don't know what a bambine is,
bambine's the kiddo.
It's an Italian thing for kids. So you got the kid. You made the drive. How was that drive coming down? How'd he do?
He did really well. Okay. He didn't complain once. As a matter of fact, he was actually very well behaved.
And you complained the entire time, I'm sure.
Well, because it's a crappy drive. I complained more than he did. Yes, but there's something that I really want to discuss. Somebody on the phone here, 828-240-1059. Good morning. Hello.
Hey.
You.
I was talking about, I'm thinking that lady, it's time to lawyer up.
I agree.
Listen, man, I agree. I'm not, I don't know these people that, I heard it was a nice place, but, 3 shootings, children, think it's time for you to go because, you can't drain every penny you have. I can give her tickets to a water park all I want, but that's not going to help her out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I hear you.
All
right.
Hey, listen, thanks for the call, man.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Y'all have a good day.
You do the same, my friend.
Too.
Thanks. Yeah.
Absolutely, I agree. Yeah. I agree. But anyway, so again, I can relate, because of where I was living, which thank God, shout out to Linda who runs a tight ship there. But she would definitely make sure that stuff didn't happen. But the Bambine, he didn't complain. We went swimming. It was fun. Everything was cool until yesterday. Yesterday, he's like, let's go play some soccer.
Oh, boy.
Now, he loves soccer. As a matter of fact, a lot of kids like soccer. There is a teacher who's gone viral because she said, high school students, write about whatever you want. This is what they said.
This is what high schoolers are interested in. We're telling them they can write about whatever they want. Topics include Jimmy Buffett. Was he a good guy? Magnet fishing. Whole bunch on soccer. Messi's the best. Ronaldo's the best. A few more on basketball. The inspiration behind the film Godzilla.
So basically...
Soccer, huh?
Yeah, okay. Soccer.
So he had you playing soccer. Now, when I was younger...
Had me playing, maybe.
I played a little soccer when I was younger.
Oh, did you?
Actually, now here's the thing. I don't think that my parents had a lot of faith in me because, not that saying that, girls aren't good at soccer or anything, but it was a mesh of guys and girls playing together on the teams.
Okay.
And I was the worst of the bunch. And,
of the guys and the girls.
And I have the VHS of this. I literally, the entire time, scored one goal. This was like the championship game, right? And I scored the one goal, and we won 1-0. We won the championship, and that was my crowning sports achievement that I was in. And everybody was cheering. It was like
like you were the winner.
I was like a kid that had prosthetic legs or something, and I kicked it in and won, and everybody's cheering for me like this poor boy. We felt bad for him. I'm wandering around out there,
Well, you know what? I'm glad that you reached. How old were you?
Oh, God, I don't know. 7, 8. Yeah, I mean, all I did was I was only good at handing out orange slices. That was it for me.
I need your help. We need your help, okay? I went to the John B. Lewis soccer fields yesterday. And if you've never been there, it is full-length soccer fields, like professional soccer fields, turf, everything. I had to get on that turf. Slipping, sliding, running, all that. So I'm glad the kid's into soccer, but maybe we could think of some fat guy sports.
Yes.
Okay, that dads and kids could do together, because I cannot go to the John B. Lewis soccer fields again. Otherwise, I will promise you I will die. I will have a heart attack. I will not come into work. It'll be over for me.
So because you don't want to run around like Pele.
Yeah, I do not.
You need to convince your boy to get into some kind of fat guy sports.
Well, can we think of fat guy sports? That's all I'm asking.
All right.
All right, so 828-240-1059. I got Stokey Mountain Water Park tickets. Text us, Facebook us, call us. I just need fat guy sports that I can get them into. Think about something like, pool. Shooting pool. Perfect fat guy sport, right?
So you want him to be a barfly pool shark because you're too fat to run around with some cleats
You
on.
know what? You go to the John B. Lewis soccer fields and see how... It's like 100 yards.
No, that's it. I'll go and sit and watch my dog run around. That's about all I'll do. That's what you need to do. Good job, son.
NATO.
All right.
All right, well, listen, fat guy sports, okay? I need your help. Think about it, okay?
All right.
You can now text Rizzo and Jeff from your mobile device on the 1059 The Mountain text line to 828-240-1059.
It is 1059 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. And Jeff, I need some help because I played some soccer over the weekend, and I'm too fat to do that. The Bambine is down here, the kiddo. I finally went and got him after the school year, and can't do soccer again at the John B. Lewis soccer fields. So I need a fat guy sport.
Yeah, we need fat guy sports that you and the boy can, enjoy together. Things that don't have you running around a soccer field for 2 hours. That's a tough sport for a big.
I'm thinking pool, ping pong, whatever.
Sure, yeah.
828-240-1059. Sean wants to talk fat guy sports. Sean, fat guy sports, what do you got, my friend?
Shuffleboard, and if you're really lazy, you can do table shuffleboard.
Oh, shuffleboard's perfect.
You can't get any fatter than table shuffleboard.
And you just sit there and move your arm just so, right?
Exactly.
You know what? That's beautiful. You're a genius. Oh, we got Kathy who's been waiting patiently. Fat Guy Sports. Kathy, what do you got here for me here? Hello.
Axe throwing.
Axe throwing.
Okay, so let me just ask you this question. Axe throwing, I mean, doesn't that require, like, you have to fully extend and then throw? Like, can you get tired from that too?
Yeah, but, you know, they have air-conditioned axe throwing, so you can sit down if you really wanted to, and if you got a good arm, you can still relax and to still play a sport.
You know what? That's true. And you know
what you're here for, Kathy. Thinking things through.
See, he's 7, so is it safe, you think, for the 7-year-old? I think that's safe, right? He throws it away from us, right?
Well, yeah, they have kids versions, too, so, I mean, it's a win-win.
You know what? Because let me tell you, have you ever been to the John B. Lewis soccer fields?
No, I have not.
Well, I have to tell you, it is about 500 yards of nothing but turf and soccer. So it was tough. It was tough. So I need something like that. Shuffleboard, axe throwing. You know what I mean?
Yep. I know.
Do me a favor, Kathy. Hang on for just 1 second. You are qualified for those tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park. All right, what do we got? Hello.
Morning, fellas. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, I think ultimate one of them fat guy sports, is that what they call that esports thing?
Oh, esports, yes.
Yes,
yeah.
I love that.
You're on your butt and you play sports. But, hey, listen, I got to tell you guys a quick story about me and Jose going catfish hunting.
Okay.
We decided we was going to go to the lake, and I got one of them there Dodge Chargers. So we loaded that thing plumb up with all our fishing gear. Well, then there wasn't no seat for Jose. So Jose, he got him a bicycle. So we tied a rope to the bumper of my there Dodge Charger and then around the handlebars of his bicycle. But I ain't going to lie to you. We got down there pretty close to the lake. One of my favorite songs come on the radio, and I turned the music up. I couldn't hear Jose, and I forgot all plumb about it. Well, when we got down to the lake, one of my buddies says, "Hey, boys, you come by me in that Charger running probably 90, 100 miles an hour." He said, "But you ain't going to believe this. Jose was back there behind you blowing a whistle trying to pass you."
Well, you know what? That's why you need less music, more Rizzo and Jeff.
More talk. Yeah.
You would have heard Jose's whistling.
That's what Jose was saying. But, fellas, all I can say is less talk, more music.
All right. Well, thank you for the articulate way of putting that. I appreciate you. Have a good one, all right, man?
See you.
See you. Get out of here, man. You must have thought all weekend about that one. Daryl, you're up next. Daryl, good morning. Hello.
How are you?
Good, man. Fat Guy Sports. I am not running up and down a soccer field again.
Yes, you're not too awful bad lazy.
What's that?
And too awful fat.
Yeah, a little.
There's always Frisbee golf.
Okay, so Frisbee golf. What is it? There's like, so do you throw it? Do you hit a do you hit it with a golf? I don't know much about Frisbee golf.
Oh, you just have an area where you tee off or what have you, and you throw your Frisbee or your little disc.
Okay.
And then you have a little cage that you got to throw that disc into.
Okay, so I don't have to. So it's not like So if I put in the fairway, do I have a golf cart or does somebody go get it? How does it get retrieved?
Well, it's healthy for you. You have to walk.
See, you're pushing it here, Daryl.
I could do a walk, Daryl. How far of a walk do I have to do here, Daryl?
Yeah.
Oh, it could be anywhere from 75 yards to 200 yards.
Daryl, that's a big walk. 200 yards, Daryl. That's 600 feet, Daryl. It's a lot of walk. That's a lot of walking. You know?
Yep, it is that.
Well, you know what, though? Frisbee golf is way better than running 100 yards at the John B. Lewis soccer fields. I'll tell you that. Do me a favor. Hang on for just 1 second. I appreciate you're qualified for those Soaky Mountain Water Park tickets. 1059 The Mountain, good morning. Hello.
How about bowling?
Yeah, bowling's it.
Yeah, I think bowling's the ultimate fat guy sport. Nice, easy, air-conditioned. There's pizza, there's cigarettes, there's beer, and you roll a ball.
True.
And are you a bowler yourself?
I was until I tore my bicep.
Oh, did you tear it bowling?
See?
No, sir.
Oh, okay.
See, but now that you've torn your bicep, what is somebody like? What would you do now? Like, what do you do? Do you like play cornhole? Like, what do you do?
I take my dog out.
That's just about all I do.
That's just about what Jeff does.
Yeah.
Hang on for just 1 second. You're qualified for those Sookie Mountain Water Park tickets. Listen, 828-241-1059. I brought the kid down.
Yeah.
And, we played soccer. Went to the John B. Lewis soccer fields, of which I will never go again because it is 500-yard long fields of nothing but turf. I had to run. I did it from 12 to 2:22, and I have to tell you, my legs feel like Jello.
Yeah, look,
I've seen a fat guy sport. Bowling's perfect. Something like that the kid can do too.
Yeah, and he could really get into that, the bowling. Yeah.
He absolutely could. 1059 The Mountain. Hello.
Hey, this is Sean with a shuffleboard. Did I not qualify?
No, you did. I don't know what happened to you.
You know what?
Hang on.
Your phone might have dropped, buddy. That happens a lot.
No,
Listen, let's take a break. All the people who are on the phones, 828-241-1059. We'll get to you next. Fat guy sport. Ultimate fat guy sport. I need your help, please. I can't do this soccer thing. Oh, no.
No sleep till the Rizzo and Jeff Show. One is older and wiser. The other's life fell to pieces and his fiance is out of glue. Yeah, you get what you get. Here's to hoping we made the right decision. Weekdays, 6 to 10 a.m.
We are talking fat guy sports here on 1059 The Mountain. That was Journey. We got Miranda on the phone. Miranda, I appreciate your patience. What's the fat guy sport you got for us here? Hello.
Hi, my ex-husband was a fat guy, and the only sport he ever came close to playing was channel surfing, so that has to count.
Oh, it counts.
That's a prime time sport. Are you kidding me? That would be ideal. So you're talking about he sat on the couch, he was surfing, he used his fingers, he never got up. It was perfect.
Yes.
Now, see,
absolutely.
Is that why he's your ex-husband?
That's exactly why he's my ex-husband.
So let me ask you this. I would like to remain attractive to my lady, also be a good dad, but the soccer field thing, man, I don't know if you've ever been to these fields, but this is too much.
It is. I can't do it. I just watching my son play soccer when he was little was too much for me because I'm not far behind myself.
Listen. We all could use a little bit of a break. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Hold on for 1 second. You are qualified for those tickets. Don't go anywhere. That is perfect. Channel surfing. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, well, you get two TVs. You compete back and forth,
right? That's it. Picture in picture, right?
Yeah, a little pip.
Speaking of pip, like Philip Perrip, we got our good friend Dave Hoyt on the phone. Dave must have a fat guy sport for us. Dave, what do you got, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
All right. Why not take him fishing?
Yeah, you know what? That's a good one.
It's a good one. Here's my worry about it as a fat guy. I'm bald, so I have to sunscreen up. Two, what about, how do I keep him entertained? I guess I could bring his iPad,
Yeah.
I like fishing.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
No, and you sit, you drink beer, right? I'll bring him a juice box, and then how long can I keep? If I get him into fishing, then there's no running in fishing. You sit in a boat,
right?
Now, is that an expensive hobby, Dave?
No.
Dave,
you can sit, go to places and church.
Yeah, Dave, your phone's cutting out real bad. Buddy. I appreciate your call. Fishing's a great one. All right, 828-240-1059. We got some Leonard Skinner. And then, listen, we can talk about Fat Guy Sports if you want, or we got so much more, including the JNN and proposals, things like, having bananagrams. The show's just getting started, baby. I think this goes hand in hand with Fat Guy Sports. It's 1059 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff Show here. Guys who sit on their computer and look at copious amounts of social media and other things. Well, Jeff, there's a new report that there's an explosion of men, let's just say of the larger persuasion.
Okay.
Maybe that like cheese.
All right.
That are falling in love with AI women.
Yeah.
Now, just to clarify so everyone's not confused, AI stands for artificial intelligence, stands for not real, stands for can't ever meet them, stands for they're not interested or care about you.
Yeah, see, here's the problem. They're so real life that I could see. But are these the same guys that like the anime adult stuff and things like that?
This might be the anime crowd. This is the, I have Cheetle on my shirt crowd. Like, for those of you who don't know what Cheetle is, that's like Cheeto dust. This is the guy, he's bald, but he's got the hair on the sides. He's got the crooked glasses, and he plays the game with his 3 fingers. You know what I mean? Rests the keyboard on his tummy.
Right. I see the shirt, like the collar of the shirt is worn down, a little bit.
You can't, he has grown out of the shirt, but he can't find or go get a bigger shirt, so the guts hang out of the bottom of the shirt, but it's got holes in it.
Oh, boy, yeah, okay.
And you know what I mean? And let's be honest, there's no washing all the crevasses.
No, you can't get all the crevasses. And you know who else he is, too? He's the guy that when you are sitting there watching television, this is the guy that likes the artificial intelligence women, and the new burger comes across the screen from Wendy's, whatever it may be, piled with whatever. Delicious, of course. But,
for sure.
But he has to have it the minute that he sees it. The minute that a Bojangles, something new comes out, gotta go. He's the guy. You can't stop thinking about it. That's him.
So he's the guy who, sees the new, the guy who goes, Arby's, we have the meats. And he's like, oh, you got the meats?
Right.
What kind of meats?
He has every fast food app and knows how to navigate around said app to get all of the deals. Right. He works it. He's the guy on your McDonald's app that has like 15,000 points. Just use them, man. What are you saving them for?
Well, Steve Turkle says, I study machines. And machines can care about you if you program them to. They can love you. They can take care of you. Okay? The trouble with that is they can't. Okay? These AI chatbots are in relationships with hundreds of thousands of people at a time, Mr. Turkle.
What do they talk dirty to you? Is that the deal?
They can.
There are machines out there, fellas, that could help you out. There's real things that you could purchase that will assist you.
Yeah. Listen, artificial intimacy is becoming a real problem, and they're saying that it's causing low birth rates. These man-machine romances have been going on, since the 80s, since the invention of technology, but this has really taken off in the past year.
Back then it was 1-900 numbers, okay?
Well, and you know what? A 1-900 was an adventure. You never knew what you were going to get. You never knew guess who could answer the phone. It could have been me. It could have been Coach.
Correct.
You never know. Could have been the people at 828 News Now.
Right.
You never know.
Right.
You never know with a 1-900 number. That was the fun. Now there's no fun like with this AI stuff. I bring back the 1-900 number, Jeff. That's what I want.
It was a real person that was on there.
But you know what? They had I remember some of the best 1-900 numbers. It was 1-800 call Tiffany, and you could call your favorite pop star. There was always a 1-900 number for whatever you needed. 1-900 vacuums,
right?
Whatever you needed. Right. And now it's just we've boiled it down and we're falling in love with these things. Let's bring back. Can we start that movement? Can the Rizzo and Jeff Show be the show that brings back the 1-900 number?
I used to call the wrestling one 1-900-909-9900.
Do you think it still exists?
No, it doesn't exist anymore. Neither does the company. But at the end of the day, we love the 1-900 numbers, right? And back when your parents would get the bill,
Oh, listen, I must have been...
What, 1-900 lusty gal? Is that what you were called? What is this?
Listen, I'm going to tell you stop with the weird text. This is what I was saying. I was in 5th grade, and I was doing a report on the skin, the dermis, the epidermis.
The largest organ.
The largest organ.
Right.
So I went to theskin.com, and this was, mind you, in the 90s, and it gave you a number, and I was in 5th grade. I was in it, so I said, okay, let me call this number, and I called, and I learned a lot about skin.
I bet you did.
And it was $417 in 1994. And I almost got beat half to death.
$417. Speaking of skin, that's a lot of time to be spending with your skin flute, pal. All right.
We get it. We're new. So it's time for you to sound off on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Let us have it. What do you want to say to us? What do we need to know? Call now, 240-1059.
It has been quite the morning. We've learned distressing news. We've talked about Fat Guy Sports, drive-by cheesings, Danny Trejo. We found out Neverland Ranch might be nevermore here on 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. But it all comes back to the JNN, and that's really the anchor of this show. And Jeff, what do we got coming up here on the JNN?
Yeah, do you have a problem with sex scenes in a movie? Do they bother you? Do you get turned off? Do you not turn do you change it if it happens? Do you get uncomfortable? Are you a prude?
It's the only ones that I have a little bit of an issue with are like 50 Shades.
Okay, so 50 Shades not
50
your
Shades
thing.
is too much.
All right. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how much prices have gone up at Walmart. There was a TikToker who did a little something, and I'm going to let you know how much they were raised. And you know what? I don't know if this is the best idea when it comes to getting drunk, but a 26-year-old alcoholic was so desperate to get his fixed, he found a new way to get drunk and a little bit cheaper. I'm going to tell you what he did and why he's going viral coming up, all right?
Well, the JNN brought to you by good friends at Train Heating and Cooling Systems. They are tested, retested, engineered, and re-engineered to keep up with you because we run together. Visit traininfo.com to find your local independent train dealer. That is traininfo.com because it's hard to stop a train.
It's time for the JNN, the Jeff News Network, with all the news, important information, and local things that you want to know. It won't be here, but hey, they try, so here's the JNN on 105.9 The Mountain now.
All right, so what years are the Gen Z generation? I never know.
Gen Z?
Gen Z, I mean. Yeah, Gen Z. Between 81 and 96.
Us.
Okay. So I guess
so us.
Right.
That'd be us, yeah. So I guess
No, that's millennial. That's millennial. So Gen Z
would be our parents.
Gen Z
65 to 81, I bet.
What is it?
I think Gen Z is 65 to 81.
No,
I think Gen Z is
were born
parents.
between 97 and 2012. 97 and 2012 is Gen Z.
And now it's Gen Alpha. Got it.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
it's hard.
That explains it. Okay. All right. So nearly half of Gen Zers, 43%, admit to turning off a movie after encountering a sex scene.
What a bummer!
More than any other generation. So Gen Zers are completely turning it off. I don't know why. Why?
Maybe it offends their sensibilities. I've given up on these younger people that are like between like 18 and like 25. I've given up.
They over 1 in 4 believe that the scenes have no place, nudity in movies. They believe that they're completely unnecessary and they don't add enjoyment or story enhancement. So
there's a kid named Levi who's looking for story enhancement. How about this? Let's talk about Sharon Stone. And everyone knows of a certain age the scene.
Yeah.
Sharon Stone in the scene with the fat guy that played Newman, Wayne Knight, sweating. I mean, that's what you looked for in movies back in the day. What's the problem?
That enhances a lot of things.
It does.
So you know why these kids weren't around to watch Cinemax late at night?
Yes.
Remember was it Real Sex on HBO?
Taxi Cab Confessions. Do you remember Taxi Cab Confessions?
Right, all that stuff. You waited for your parents to go to bed.
And remember, you would pay the cable guy $50, and he would give you that little thing, and he'd screw it into the thing.
No,
in the
it was
basement.
a black box. We had a black box.
See, we had little screwy things.
Okay, we had a scrambler thing.
Really?
Yeah, that's how I watched like all the Tyson fights and like all the WWE
that's
pay-per-views.
That's how cable guys made a living, man.
I know.
Like cable guys made double their salary doing this stuff.
Right.
Like that it's created a whole industry. You've taken it away, and now kids people named Levi and Starshine are upset because they don't know. What is that stupid movie? It's driving me crazy. The one with Sharon Stone and Wayne Knight. where she does the leg cross.
Yeah, it'll come to me.
Whatever. But the point is, and if you know it, 828-241-1059, text it into us, please.
We lived for sex scenes.
That was the whole point of the whole. That was everything. So now it offends their sensibilities. Is basically what you're saying.
Oh, well, look, it enhanced the story, by the way, and it enhanced other things.
Yes, it did. It enhanced a lot.
The most trusted source for useless information.
Who is your source? I need to know your source.
The JNN. Jeff News Network is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
So there was a guy on TikTok going viral to show you the extreme rise in prices that happened at Walmart. So he would order his food on the Walmart app.
Right.
All right. So
Basic Instinct.
Okay, that's right.
Thank
there
you.
Go, Basic Instinct. So so he would order his food on the Walmart app. And so what he did is he looked back in his history, okay? And 2 years ago, he got a total of 53 items for $126.67, right? So
Okay.
That sounds about right. Right.
Yeah, that's okay.
So he goes back in his history, and he tries to reorder. This is from 2 years ago. All 53 of those items again. He wasn't going to purchase them, but he just wanted to see the total. 2 years ago, like I said, they were $126.
2 years ago, so 2022.
Those same 53 items, the same exact ones, went back in the history, tried to reorder them, $414.
Oh, come on, dude.
The same items, $414.
He didn't get a bigger this or bigger
changed.
that?
Nope. And the TikTok, it has over 2 million views in just a few days, and everybody, people are queasy. And they're agreeing with him. Do you believe that the same 53 items back in the history tries to reorder the same items, which you can do if you just hit reorder, $414. That's just in a couple of years.
And you're so basically it went up $300 in 2 years.
Yes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, look, I get it's expensive. Okay, we live in Asheville. Okay, everything within Asheville, even all the way up to Yancey, okay, is expensive. I get it, okay? But that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're telling me if that's true, then I hope that everyone's pay, okay, has, let's see, tripled? I hope everyone's pay is tripled.
But yeah, you want to bet?
2 years?
Yeah.
Has that happened?
No, it's not happened whatsoever. No, absolutely not. Wow.
And that's Walmart?
That's Walmart of all places. So if you think you're saving money, you don't eat, you hunt, you pillage.
You hunt and
you
pillage?
Berries.
You know what? We were talking about fat guy things to do with me and the Bambine. How about I sit in a tree and I hunt for our food?
Yeah.
My brother, no lie, I went up to he lives up in Watertown, New York. It's way, way north by Toronto. He has pigs in his yard. I said, what are you doing with them? He's raising pigs and turkeys for food. Yeah. Maybe that's what I need to do.
Is that the direction that we're headed?
Daniel has taken Daniel's taken a turn.
No. Daniel's smartened up.
Daniel.
Yeah.
That's it.
Go get him, Danny boy.
Danny boy.
From Asheville to, well, that's pretty much all they can handle right now. It's time for the least trusted news network in town. But they are new. The Jeff News Network is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
All right, so look, addiction is it's a scary thing, right?
Yep.
It can be. Now, I don't know if this guy's smart to figure this out or if he's not, but a 26-year-old guy is going viral. He was so desperate to get his fix of alcohol that he was arrested for stealing hundreds of bottles of hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is about 80% pure alcohol. So he's going through it so bad. So 80% pure alcohol. Now, is it bad for you to drink this stuff? I don't know.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm not an expert. I'm not a doctor. Probably not the best thing for you. And I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm not condoning stealing. And yes, there is a lot of addiction. There's a lot of issues. A lot of things affect this town. It's a really sad thing. I know somebody recently who just lost their life. And it's a terrible thing. But if you're going to steal hand sanitizer, why wouldn't you just go to the liquor store?
Yeah.
Well, or why wouldn't you just go to a gas station and steal beer? Again, not condoning the theft, but if you're going to drink hand sanitizer, just Go steal Everclear.
Well, the doctor said the hand sanitizer contains 80% alcohol, so a can of beer is just 5%. So this means that 1.5 bottles.
Intravenously?
Yeah, 1.5 bottles this patient drank. It's the equivalent of 24 drinks. 24 drinks.
But how do you not throw up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, hand sanitizer's not meant to be ingested, right? And again, if he was stealing it, why wouldn't he just go to another store?
Yeah. Well, I guess his colon is germ-free.
Clean colon.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the same about his liver, but guess what?
Yeah. No COVID SARS for him.
That's it. His colon's good. All right, there you go.
The term radio show gets thrown around a lot. We here at 105.9 The Mountain, for legal purposes, must say that radio show could mean whatever just happened, and if we owe you an apology, we're sorry. More Rizzo and Jeff Show next. What do you expect is free on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is Rizzo and Jeff right here on 105.9 The Mountain. That was Survivor, Eye of the Tiger, and it seems to have struck a chord, Jeff. It's been like, on and off all morning, these fat guy sports, and I don't know what it is. I guess a lot of people can relate. I brought the kiddo down, went to play soccer. I said, oh, heck no, I'm never doing this again. I'm too fat.
Yeah, you need a sport. Running around for 2 hours playing soccer is not conducive to the fat community.
No.
So you need a good fat guy sport. So.
And we think we have one here. Who do we have, Jeff?
Hey, good morning. This is Joe.
Joe, what do you got, Joe?
I don't know if this one's been put out there yet, but it's a really good one. It's rafting. You get on a raft, you float down the lazy river, you drink beer, you get to relax, there's not a whole lot of effort involved.
There's nothing involved.
Once in a while.
Unless it turns over, then you're like a turtle on your back. But other than that, if you raft and you stay upright, there's nothing to it. That's perfect.
There's minimal amount of effort, and the water park has a great lazy river for rafting. So that's the perfect place for a lazy fat guy to go and have some good times.
So so you know what? You're just telling me to lazy river it. You're saying get into a raft, get a beer, and when I need to paddle, have him do it.
Yeah, that would work too. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of effort involved. Really, you think about it, it's one of the ultimate lazy guy sports, rafting.
Yeah, you're 110% right, my friend.
Absolutely. You know what? I can't think of a better, I thought bowling was the ultimate fat guy sport, but you know what? I have to be honest with you. It might be sitting out on a lazy river rafting.
Yeah, bowling takes effort. You got to get up, you got to walk, you got to pick up the ball and throw it. That takes work. Rafting, you're just sitting there soaking up the sunshine.
Oh, you could have all kinds of snacks in your pocket. I like it. I like it a lot.
You know what? You know where you can raft? You can raft at Soaky Mountain Water Park. So you know what? Hang on. We're going to qualify you for tickets. Thank you. I'm going to go home and I'm going to say, here's a Grimace raft. Blow it up. We're sitting at the pool and you're rafting. Yep. How's that?
Absolutely. That's the way to go, man.
Beautiful. Hang on, Jai. Appreciate it. Don't go anywhere, guys. The Rizzo and Jeff Show. A lot of stuff to talk about. As a matter of fact, Jeff, I want to talk about something that has been bothering me, and the world might never be the same again. Don't go anywhere. More The Rizzo and Jeff Show. There's fires. They're burning, and it's burning real close to a landmark of epic proportions. And what hurts me is Jeff doesn't seem to be bothered by it. Jeff, are you bothered by it?
Burn it down.
Burn it down? We'll tell you what. After ZZ Top, it's Rizzo and Jeff, 105.9 The Mountain. It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff Show. And Jeff, look, it's so important it's worth repeating. We talked about this in the, I guess it would be, no problem. We talked about this in the very beginning of the 7 o'clock hour. But before I break the bad news, I guess someone's on the phone here. Let's see who it is. 105.9 The Mountain, good morning. Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
We're okay.
I have a fat boy, I forgot what you
got a fat boy sport.
You got a fat boy sport?
Well, what do you got?
What do you got?
Give us your fat boy sport. What do you got?
sport. Thank you.
Yes.
How about chess or checkers?
Chess or checkers?
You know what?
Yeah.
That's about as fat as it gets.
Yeah, you are.
sit on the ground and you just play checkers.
Yeah, you are a load. If you're a load if you're just sitting there playing checkers all day. Yeah, you better believe it.
Right.
You know what? That has to, we've gotten a lot of suggestions. We've gotten bowling, we've gotten rafting. That might be the fattest of the fat thus far today.
And you know what's so funny? You never see big fat people playing
chess or checkers. You see old people.
And they should be. They should be. Yeah.
This is brilliant. Hang on for 1 second. Well, we're going to get your information. You're qualified for Silky Mountain Water Park because you are a next level thinker. See, that's what we do on the show.
Yeah,
we next level think.
Yeah, we step it up here.
Now, speaking of stepping it up here, I'm going to play for you an audio clip, and what I'm going to do is this is about Michael Jackson's historic residence in the path of ultimate destruction.
Yeah.
And we're really upset.
Neverland
Ranch.
We're not going to make it.
Red flag conditions also driving the lake fire burning near Zaca Lake in Santa Barbara County. Since it began Friday, it's exploded into more than 16,000 acres with 0% containment. Right now, the focus is on protecting lives and properties in the largely rural area. Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch among the properties in the path of those flames.
Now, Neverland Ranch has a lot of great things. Things like a merry-go-round we might lose. We might lose a Peter Pan pond.
Peter Pan pond.
It's called the Peter Pan pond.
Oh, boy.
We might lose. We might lose a mechanical property-wide choo-choo.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
We might lose 13 tree houses, 19 cotton candy machines, a swing in the living room, along with 18 different swing sets, a zoo. We might also, lose probably the most important part of Neverland Ranch, and that is the Tree of Wish.
Yeah, the wishing tree.
Michael Jackson's wishing tree.
Yeah.
And if you're not familiar, at this time of the morning, oftentimes you don't hear about his wishing tree.
Yeah.
Have you been up my wishing tree? It's where I come to think and dream.
He thinks in dreams.
And now I'd like to show you my wishing tree. Jam on, where we can laugh and giggle and scream.
You can giggle and scream.
Imagination is the key. Won't you imagine along with me?
We can be spacemen.
We can be spacemen or pirates on the sea. Jamona. Yes, we can do everything. And I
mean everything.
Jamona, up in my wishing tree. Oh!
Now think about all the things that are going to be lost. On top of that, we have bushes.
Yeah.
Shrubs.
Yeah.
We have silk sheets.
Uh-huh.
We've got 27 closets.
Yeah.
We've got toy machines, vending machines with toys where you don't have to put money in. We have stuffed animals, over 18,000 stuffed animals, even tickly bears.
I got to tell you, thank God Bubbles the chimp got the hell out of there. Good luck.
No sleep till the Rizzo and Jeff Show. One is older and wiser. The other's life fell to pieces and his fiance is out of glue. Yeah, you get what you get. Here's to hoping we made the right decision. Weekdays, 6 to 10 a.m.
So there is a girl who's been going viral, and I hate cheeky proposals. It's Rizzo and Jeff, 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. However, when you try to express your love, not every man is... Men are dumb.
Yeah,
I think it right. Let's just be honest.
Let's just look with the proposals. Let's just get why don't you just sit next to him at Chili's?
Right.
Okay.
Then I love
Chili's.
you.
Right. And what do you get? The 3 for whatever.
Well, let's do a little better than Chili's.
Well,
well,
first off, there's nothing better than Chili's. But so you're sitting at Chili's. You pull out the ring, okay? You got it from the pawn shop.
You did.
Right.
You went to Allen's because you got a good deal.
Went to Allen's, right? You looked at his beautiful mustache. He hooked you up with a good price on a ring.
You even got boots.
You pull out the ring with your boots on that you got from there, and you're sitting at the Chili's, and you open it up, and you just say, hey, let's do it.
Let's do it.
And that's it. And let's just get it done. Let's do it.
Well, apparently that would have been okay with this girl. However, she was proposed to at a Taylor Swift concert. Okay, this has 93 million views as of about 10 minutes ago, and she was and even Taylor was like, "Oh my God, they put it on the big screen."
Did they?
Oh, they did.
All right. Do you get drunk at a Taylor Swift concert? I don't know. I would never spend all that money to go. But
I would never spend the money, but if you're spending the money, you're probably stuck with hand sanitizer.
Okay.
If you're gonna
80% booze.
80% booze right there.
That's your moonshine.
You're moonshining.
Yeah.
So anyway, kids on the big screen. Gets down on one knee. Spotlight's on him. Taylor is singing Love Song.
Oh, crap.
And down on the knee. And then she says, no bueno. Now, she explains why. Tell me if you buy this. And by the way, this girl is not on cocaine. This is not sped up. This is just how people, for some reason, who are under 25 talk. Okay?
And I just wanted to set the record straight. Like, I was not saying no to the man. Like, my boyfriend is the love of my life. I'm going to marry him. But I was saying no to the proposal, if that makes sense. Because, like, it just wasn't specific to me. You know? The girls that get it. Like, the location, for instance, being Liverpool. Like, it's a beautiful place, but it just has no significance to me. And
all right, stop. First problem. I'm sorry taking you to England wasn't good enough for you.
Yeah. You know who knows from Liverpool? The Beatles. Yeah, that's not good enough for you. Paul McCartney's not good enough.
Sorry, Liverpool wasn't good enough, but that's not it.
Yeah. I was like, did you literally just fly me here because it's like the cheapest tour date? Like, I don't understand. Like, why didn't we go to Paris, like the city of love, or like?
Okay, second,
what a dirty place Paris is.
Paris smells like cigarettes and farts.
Right.
Okay, and there's mimes.
That's unique.
It's unique, but there's mimes.
Okay.
Mimes scare me.
Yeah.
There's bread. There's baguettes. There's coffee, and people going, ho, ho.
Yeah, I don't like the mime.
Yeah, I don't like the mime either. They're weird.
Not a mime.
So you're upset because it was in Liverpool. You said, so you just flew me to the cheapest place ever, okay? And like could have been like Paris. Like, was that just because it was the cheapest tour date? Excuse me, a Taylor Swift ticket is $5,000.
Yeah.
Okay. He's flying you to England. Mm-hmm. That's not good enough. Taylor Swift, not good enough. You want to go to Paris, not good enough. But it continues.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere that's significant to our relationship. And then also, I know people are going to hate me for this, but like, I'm just not a huge Taylor Swift fan. Like, he proposed a love story, and I was like, did you just pick this because like a lot of people on TikTok did it? Like, it was just not specific to me. So I'm going to hold out for something that's a little bit more tailor-made for me in particular.
Okay, if anyone understood that, again, no cocaine, that's just how people under the age of 25 talk, apparently. But to slow it down for us elders, basically her problem was her boyfriend. By the way, I don't know how he has all this money. I don't have this money. I can't even buy a car.
Well, look, if he's saved up for this wonderful moment, let me tell you something first off.
This is ridiculous.
I take you to England to a Taylor Swift show, which the tickets for the show in itself are $1 million. Take you out there, fly to England, we cross the pond.
The average ticket to that show at the O2 Arena was $2,102 American dollars.
You know me once. I'm not asking again.
I'm with you.
You know me once. It's over.
Here's the thing. You fly from Asheville to England. I looked that up, okay? You're going to have to transfer in Charlotte, or you can fly to Orlando, okay? That is $3,000 a ticket. So you're $6,000 in before you go to the concert. You spend another $2,000 on the tickets. You're $8,000 in. Then you got a hotel and food. You're $10,000 to $12,000 in. You're in the middle of Taylor Swift's song "Love Story," which, yes, it's a little cheesy. It's a love story. Your kids know it. Your grandkids know it. You've heard the song.
Yeah, everybody's heard it.
Anyway, it's cheesy. Yes, he's $10,000 to $15,000 in. Okay, and you think because it's the cheapest tour date and it's not in Paris and it's not specific, and you've seen other girls get proposed to on TikTok, it's just not good for you.
Yeah.
Well, squeeze me. I'll tell you what, I'd have thrown her out of the plane.
Well,
okay,
that's going to be a expensive flight home that you're paying for, sweetie.
Yep, that's right. Better hitchhike.
Yeah.
All right, get on a tugboat.
Yes.
The opinions, thoughts, and words expressed here and until 10 a.m. are not those of anyone else here at 105.9 The Mountain or at 828 News Now. So don't punish us.
105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. Time for things that didn't make the show or that you might have missed.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's what didn't make the show on 105.9 The Mountain.
Okay, so this was, goodness, at the very, 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 very beginning of the show. But Danny Trejo, 80 years old, not in the finest of shape.
Look, some 80-year-olds can... throw down. I just guess that he's not one of the 80-year-olds.
I think we're all having a discussion collectively as a group if 80 is, time to be throwing down and doing things.
Yeah.
And such could be the same for Danny Trejo. And he was in an El Camino in a parade. He was riding in the back of the Camino and, he got water ballooned. And this is what Danny said.
Police in Eau Claire...
Oh, excuse me. No, that's the cheesing. Here's what Danny said. Let's try that again.
I'm so sad that I behaved the way I behaved. I'm so sad that grown men got to throw water balloons. I don't think I would have even got out of the car if somebody hadn't yelled, "It's acid." I immediately got out to look at the hood, and then when I got out of the car, I looked, boom, then a balloon hit me, and then I looked up and I see a guy. I don't know what in the hell is wrong with you. So when he grabbed me,
and he fell.
Well, he got popped.
He got popped.
Tough guy.
So here's the thing. All right, he was, the muscular tough guy, but once you hit the octogenarians, you slow down. It's okay.
Well, I got to tell you, for 80, he hopped out of that El Camino pretty quick. He got up there pretty quick, and he went down pretty quick.
Here's the thing. It's like you said, premeditated. This whole thing was a premeditated ballooning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, am I wrong in that assessment?
When you fill up water balloons, you have a plan in mind. You go through the process to fill them up. You're not just filling them up to just have them sit there. You fill them up because somebody's going to get them.
Yeah.
And in this case,
it was Trejo and El Camino.
Trejo was the victim. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Danny.
What a world.
An El Camino, though?
I know.
Come on, man.
What are you doing
there, man? Come on.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's what didn't make the show on 105.9 The Mountain.
A bananagram. You ever get a bananagram?
Nope, don't want one. Don't care. Don't give me a bananagram.
You know what's funny? I actually want to do this now for your birthday, which is coming up, which we will be at Octopus Gardens, all Octopus Gardens on 7/10.
Yeah, well, we're not going to be at every one of them. We'll be at the one on Pat Nav.
Correct, but all of them are having a great sale.
Yeah.
We're celebrating Jeff's birthday on 7/10. I think that it would be great for you to get a bananagram, and what you do is, instead of a telegram or a clown, you hire somebody to dress up like a banana to wish you a happy birthday. And so we weren't able to get to this today because we got bogged down with Fat Guy Sports, but a bananagram would just cheer you right up. Tell me how you would react if you got this.
Maggie, I hear today is your special day. And do you know what I have for you? It's a bananagram. Ba 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 banana. Ba 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 banana. I'm not a Chuckita. I'm a Del Monte. Happy birthday, dear Maggie. Ba 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 bow. Hope you have a great day.
Yeah. You should never put your hands on a woman. Unless they're singing, unless they're dressed up as a banana, and you're singing like that.
Getting a bananagram for your birthday?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's brutal.
That's what you're telling me is you do not want a bananagram at Octopus Garden?
Yeah, well, I'll quit.
Okay.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's what didn't make the show on 105.9 The Mountain.
We often talk about the large and in charge, and You've heard of driving. As a matter of fact, we spent a lot of time in the 7 o'clock hour talking about what is going on in Arden. We had a woman call who said that she lives there. She's a mom. She's got kids, and where all these shootings are happening. And it's like, oh my God, this is crazy, right? And, a lot of shootings. But have you ever heard of a drive-by cheesing?
No, I have never heard of that.
Well, it's in essence, you drive by somebody with the intent to hurt them via cheese.
It depends on the cheese that you're tossing here. It's got to be the blocks of cheese, I would assume, right?
Definitely a block.
Mild, sharp.
Could have maybe a little bit of feta.
Yeah,
feta could stink, squish, could hurt.
No, it's not. Feta doesn't hurt you.
It could hurt you if they wing you with feta.
You hit them with the Limburger.
Well, is that what your go-to cheesing is, a Lindbergh?
No, it's probably too much to buy. So
what about a wheel of cheese?
The wheel probably too much as well.
Yeah.
So Ingles always has good deals on buying the BOGO cheese and stuff. So I'll just get the blocks.
You'll BOGO it at Ingles?
The Laura Lynn brand. Boom, right in your head.
Laura Lynn to the dome. Yeah. All right, well, here's the drive-by cheesing, but here's what even makes it worse. The newscaster.
Police in Eau Claire state they responded to the most Wisconsin complaint ever. On Monday night, officers checked out a report of someone chasing a driver down and throwing cheese at their car. Police called the complaint not Gouda, and it's unbelievable that someone would do that. The department ended the post by writing, "Throwing cheese is not your best look, Eau Claire." No, that's not cheesy at all.
Oh, look at all those jokes.
That's painful. That hurts.
What do you mean?
That's a rough one. That's
a distinguished newscaster. That's an Emmy Springelmeyer.
Yeah. Time to take him out behind the tool shed. It's over. Newscaster. Night.
Put him behind old Yeller behind the shed.
Yeah. Dig the hole, bury him with the cheese.
This is just a friendly reminder that your favorite local radio station, 105.9 The Mountain, the Rizzo and Jeff Show and podcast are always going to be free and available to you any place podcasts are found with no extra or hidden fees. We pay enough for them. It's our gift to you. Laughter and great music in the car.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. The Rizzo and Jeff Show. Perfect way to end the show. Okay, after some Aerosmith is giving away our first pair of tickets to Soaky Mountain. And Jeff, we're going to call the woman who lives in Arden at that apartment complex with her kids where the second shooting in 3 weeks happened, the Artisan Apartments.
Yeah, she's there, and she's actually cleaning out her entire savings to get out of that apartment complex. It's been all over the news. So, you know what? It'd be awesome to hook her up with these tickets.
Absolutely. So let's give her a call.
Hello?
Hey, is this Anna?
Yeah.
Anna, hey, it's Rizzo and Jeff. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. Listen, we felt so bad that you live at that apartment complex. We wanted to hook you up with that 4-pack of tickets to Soaky Mountain so you can get out of there for a little while, huh?
No freaking way.
Yes, ma'am. You are our first winner.
Thank you so much. Oh, my God. My kids are going to be so happy.
Yes.
Yeah, we figure brighten up your spirits a little bit since you got to go home to a war zone sometime.
And you got to go strapped.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, definitely. Yeah, this place
is a
war zone. But, oh, my God, I'm freaking out. This is so cool.
This is awesome. Well, listen, do me a favor. Hang on for just 1 second. We're going to get all of your information, okay? But we wanted to congratulate you and say thanks for listening and participating, and get home safe, okay?
Thank you so much. You guys are the best.
Oh, thanks. Hang on for just 1 second. We appreciate it. There it is, Jeff. What a way to end the show.
Yeah, I totally agree. She was very deserving of these tickets for sure.
Absolutely. It's the Rizzo and Jeff Show. We will see you tomorrow right here on 105.9 The Mountain. Jess is up next.
Rocking the mountains for over 15 years. This is WTMT and WTMT HD1 Weaverville. Flat Rock. Classic Rock. 105.9 The Mountain.